Welcome to Spiritual Rockstar Podcast, where world-changing spiritual entrepreneurs come to deeply awaken the power within to bring forth their greatest purpose, to create massive awakened impact for millions of souls around the planet, while enjoying being in tune with all life and real wealth in all aspects of their lives. I'm your host, Daniel John Hanneman. All right. Hello, everybody. Wow. So I'm just so grateful to be with you. We're here with the Energy Scan Show. I'm so excited. I just turned the recording on. We usually do a countdown. So I'm just so excited to be with Sue today. I just got things rolling right away here. So here we are. We're going to do the Energy Scan Show today. It's always powerful, folks. This Energy Scan Show is not just for Sue by a long shot. That's why we're airing it, okay? It's for you guys to gain, because all of you are dealing with some aspect that Sue's dealing with. It's the oneness field here, okay? I'm telling you, it happens every single time. I did all these live events in the past, and whatever, and then even online, all the things I've done. And always when I'd scanning one person, they're like, "Oh my God, you shared so many things I needed to hear," right? So that's the power of this show, and I'm looking forward to sharing Sue with you. It's really amazing. She's a success attraction expert. I know that because her background tells me so, and she's much more than that as well. And we're going to talk about that soon, but we're going to get right into it in just one moment. Do you want to meditate and make money? Let it be simple. Let it be easy. Let it be fun. Go to yoursacredpurpose.com and get your free Meditate, Make Money meditation today. All right. So Sue, it's so grateful to be here with you today. Yay.
Yay.
All right.
Ready
for some energy scanning today?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yes, Sue does just such incredible things, including with sound and everything. And I mean, it really speaks to my soul. It really, truly does. So I want to tell you about her. Now, after skyrocketing to the top of her career in 6 short years, Sue Wilhite had a healing crisis that changed her life and her focus. She is now a 2-time international #1 best-selling author, gold medal award-winning show host, law of attraction, which I've been on her show, it's awesome, law of attraction coach, and certified biofield tuning TM practitioner. She specializes in getting her clients unstuck, encouraging them to fulfill their own destinies. Now, Sue, you make it so intriguing. Like, we want to hear the story. Like, oh my God, you rocketed to all the success and the top of your career, and then you had a healing crisis. Boy, that's enrolling. It's like, what the heck is that all about? What happened? So, tell us briefly about that. Then we'll dive in from there today.
Well, the short, less short version than what you read is that I started my working career in information systems, in what was then called management information systems. And I started kind of on the bottom rung of the ladder. I started as an operator in a computer, an IT department. And the role of the operator was to tear off printouts, green bar printouts, if anybody remembers those.
Oh, yeah.
Tear them off, write the names of the person who was supposed to have it, and stick it in their little mail cubby. And that was my part-time job. 6 years later, and 2 or 3 companies later, I was poached a couple of times, and I was IT manager. Wow. So when I say rocketed, it was it was truly boom, there I went. And after a couple of years, it wasn't very long after I became IT manager, I ended up with an ulcer. And it was not fun. The ulcer, I described it then, and I only have a dim memory of it now, but it felt like a volcano going off in my gut, going up into, it was causing reflux. It was really bad. It hurt. And I put up with this. I had drugs from my doctor that I had to take every 12 hours. If I waited 5 minutes, there it was back again. And this is not, nobody should live like this. I mean, it's not fun. And I was constantly in fear of my stomach kind of attacking me again, right? So a friend of mine dragged me to a hypnotherapy demo. And she had been taking classes there, and I was like, yeah. The quack like a duck, cluck like a chicken. Yeah.
Right.
You know, I'd grown up watching, I forget what her last name, the hypnotist, Pat, somebody or another, who were like amazing Tammy Faye makeup, and she'd hypnotize people and get them to do all kinds of ridiculous things. Hypnotherapy demo? Are you nuts? But fine, I'll go, I'll support my friend. And I ended up being center stage. He was demonstrating therapy using hypnosis, a therapeutic use of hypnosis. And he demonstrated 4 or 5 different techniques on how one would deal with the issues that were going on that were causing my ulcer. Mm-hmm. And by the end of the evening, I had no more ulcer.
Wow.
And that was what they call them in the hypnosis business as a convincer.
Mm-hmm. Right, that's a convincer for sure, right?
And it took me about 24 hours, and then I went into work and I said, okay, you've got 18 months notice, and I'm going to take every hypnotherapy class I can take. And I did, and they didn't believe me. 18 months later, I quit, and they still hadn't replaced me because they didn't believe I would go. Even though I was doing demos with, they were my practice dummies at work.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, you want to come be hypnotized? And, they do it, but they still didn't believe that I would go off and form my own practice. Right. And I did. And it was great. It was fabulous. I loved helping people because my focus and the reason that I was so successful as an IT professional, as a management information systems person, is because I wanted to help people do their jobs better. It wasn't about the computers. It wasn't about the machines. I mean, I love computing. It's great. It's good stuff. It's fun, but it's a tool. It's like a hammer or a lawnmower. Gardeners don't take their lawnmowers to bed.
Right.
But programmers frequently take their laptops to bed. Not one of those. And so what the hypnotherapy did is it ended up changing my focus from helping them be better at work, better able to do their jobs at work, to having a better life by removing or shifting beliefs around what they could and couldn't do. So I, had the gamut of course, quitting smoking. I help tons of people with that, with being comfortable with their body, both gaining and losing weight, by the way. For relationship issues, I did a lot of work with that. So that I loved doing what I was doing because to me, it was helping people be better in their lives so that they could have better lives.
Right. Okay, great. And that's all part of the foundations that brought you to the work you do today. And, I happen to have the background in hypnosis and hypnotherapy, so I know all about convincers and all.
Yep.
I know about this kind of stuff. So, when you start becoming aware of wow, the subconscious mind is operating like 95% of my life or whatever, percent people want to use on that. Right. But it's like, wow, well, we ought to better take a look at that, and work with that. So yeah, it's very, very powerful. So anyway, I could get a whole nother tangent on that, but it led you to the work you do today. Now, do you continue to do some of that same work today? And or what do you do today to help with people?
Today, I primarily use a sound healing technique called biofield tuning. And I love that you mentioned about the subconscious being, 95% of us. And it's a huge number.
Yeah.
I don't know what the number is. It's a huge number. And the thing with hypnotherapy, with emotional freedom technique or tapping, which I adore, with NLP, with all of these shifting kind of techniques, The trick is getting to the subconscious to reveal what it is that's the problem, right? Because there's gatekeepers in hypnosis. We talk to gatekeepers. You know, how do we get past the gatekeepers to in the subconscious that's going, no, I'm going to hang on to this. This is my defense mechanism, and you're not going to take it away.
Right.
Even though they're consciously going, take it away.
Right.
With biofield tuning, the cool thing is that these thoughts, beliefs, and emotions live in the electromagnetic field that surrounds your body. It's like a storage medium, like a USB stick. And it might be invisible to you. You don't know what's living in there. You don't know what's stored in there. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't matter. With biofield tuning, we just release the stuck energy, and suddenly things start getting better. I've had clients triple their income. I've had clients' relationships suddenly heal, getting phone calls from people they hadn't heard of for years. Spontaneous healing of the body. You know, there's just all kinds of things. So it releases the stuck energy that's invisible to you. You have no clue what that is. And 99% of the time, I don't know what it is either. But it doesn't matter. You don't need conscious awareness of it to have it let go.
Right. That is true. We can definitely let go of all kinds of things with never knowing what it was.
Never knowing what it was about, who started it, you know, because some of it is ancestral.
Right.
There's been a lot of research in the last 5 or 6 years that's been all about, I forget what the guy's last name is, Wolnick, I think, wrote a book called It Didn't Start With You, about the ancestral inheritances of emotions, thoughts, and beliefs that were strongly held by an ancestor seem to get passed down through the DNA.
Right. So I just want to give people an idea what you do. So definitely we got that checked off. All right. So now we'll actually be able to just dive right into the scanning process. So tell me where you're at. You do incredible work. I mean, like, you know, you're one of those people I'm like, hey, I may want to do one of those sessions one of these days, you know, kind of vibe I get with you. So, but tell me where you are with your business today versus where you'd like to go. That's where we start. So tell me about that and challenges you may be facing right now.
What I would like to be able to do is to have what I think of as a full coaching practice. And a full coaching practice to me is having 2 client sessions per day, 5 days a week. And one of those sessions would be a coaching session, and one of those sessions would be a biofield tuning session. And I could go up to 3 sessions a day by doubling one of those, but no more than that. Mm-hmm. My coaching program that I've put together is a 90-day coaching program where one session a week is biofield tuning and one session a week is coaching. So they get 2 sessions per week for 90 days. And I would love to have, 5-ish clients to go through that process every 90 days. That would be perfectly wonderful.
Okay.
That would be my ideal situation.
That's very cool. So, and you say, I want to make sure I heard you right, because it's possible. I'm listening on multiple levels. So that's my excuse for not sometimes knowing if I heard you right on a level. But so did you say you're working with them twice a week, one with the bio tuning and one with the coaching, or was that?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. So each client would get 2 sessions per week.
Right. Got it. Totally got that. Okay. All right. Beautiful. I mean, Yeah, that makes sense. That you have maybe more of a conscious mind session and one where we're just blasting out all subconscious stuff. Is like sort of, I mean, sort of. I mean, roughly speaking. I mean, I know like you're doing deep stuff. I imagine during the coaching as well, but roughly speaking, it's sort of like that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, great. But yeah, there's always those other things that, maybe we need or in a way, I mean, of course, we could do one session of this and maybe, wow, like income triple. I mean, it happens, but then there's
right
more we can gain by utilizing everything, right? Everything we can do on multiple levels. So, okay, well, I'm just going to share this idea I got while you're talking, okay? Like, I just pay attention to these little ideas that come to me and just try it on for size for today. It's like, try this dress on or whatever, it's outfit and see like, hey, would that feel good? What do I think about that? Like, so I got this idea, and it might be a good idea for other people. Who are like, okay, especially what you said, it's like 2 sessions a day. It's 5. It's like so exact. It feels like so exact. So it's like, so if that's true, if I heard you right, what if you did something like this? Like, I don't know how full your practice is already. I mean, are you anywhere near full, or are you like half full?
No,
or okay, okay.
no.
So this is even better. This might work even better for you then. So what if you do this? It's a kind of an outrageous idea, but I love creative, outrageous ideas. All right. So for a starter idea, and then you could always build up to doing anything and everything else you want to do. So what you could do is you could literally just say, I've got these slots, put them on your account. I got to fill these slots. Okay. I'm going to get these slots filled, every single one of them. That's my only goal. It's just with my business, I'm going to fill those slots. But here's the thing. The way you fill them is by being flexible on how people come in at first. So in other words, like you could be like, okay, it feels right for people to come into these sessions and I just say something crazy, like some crazy low amount, like 30 a session. All right, we're going to fill them in. But the thing is, we're going to fill them in. And it's only for right now, right? So like you just fill them in. You're just like, okay. And whatever the number is that you can get done. I can totally fill that group with those, even if it was for free. Like, honestly, I mean, I know this sounds crazy. I'm asking you to think outside the box because my guess is you've been trying to do this for a while, right? Whether it's months or years or whatever, right? Is that true?
Yeah.
Right. So you got nothing to lose by doing something crazy. So I'm just saying, like, you don't have to do this. I'm just giving you an idea. So you just do whatever it takes to fill it in. But you message to people like, these sessions are worth, 500 each or whatever. You come up with the actual value. Say right now, I just want to work with as many people as possible, and I'm just right now. This has just been something I was guided to do, basically. Even if the guidance came from me. But like anyway, so I say it's all guidance, right? So anyway, so let's just say you fill it in. So you just have fun filling it in, doing the work, right? And then you could keep tuning in. Okay, is the amount still that? Like, you can, wow, I think we could jump that up double now, or whatever it is, wherever the amount was, whether it's 30 or 300, I don't care what the numbers are, but it's got to be something you're like, I can fill this in. Like if your first priority is to fill it in, you will fill it in. I feel like you will fill it in. So as you fill it all in with no nonsense, maybe more direct approaches and creative approaches too, but like to your list, etc., but direct messages to people or inviting people, gazillions of people. So that's not an issue. Hey, you've been on my radar. You told me like 3 months ago you wanted one of these sessions. I never heard back from you. Hey, I got this incredible opportunity for you, right? So you give them some crazy thing that just makes them be like, all right, finally I'm going to do this. So this is an idea I'm having now. And as I'm tuning into your field, I was picking this up earlier. Some of your encumbrances, I feel, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, I don't want you just to accept whatever I say kind of thing, I could, some people are like, you're hypnotizing me. I don't know, these are the, but no, the feeling I got was like, because of you talked about ancestral, all that stuff, but it's like, I'm getting this feeling like in the energy with abundance, it's like potato famine came into my awareness. Like we could have a famine and like there's no more potatoes left, like what in Ireland or whatever. Like Like, oh my God, you know, it could be really, really good. We could be so rich and have so many potatoes and there's nothing. And we're all going to be like really hungry or starved to death. So it's this idea of like, that's one of the ideas that could be limiting things. And the other idea is, there's a number of ideas, but like the other idea can be, wow, man, that's a criminal to give it away so cheap. Like, man, that's just not that's not right. You know, to give it away so freely, like, no, this is not right. Like, it should be honored and sacred, and that it should be. I mean, I don't know how to put it, but like, it should be highly valued. It's got to be highly valued. Only when it's highly valued do we do this, and that's the only way we can do it. And there's just no way we can. It's just too good. I mean, somebody might triple the results like with one session for $30, and they'll never come back, and it'll be horrible, and it'll be no good, and like a very scarcity type of mindset. All right, I'm not saying you have it, but it could be. It's something I even perceive a little bit. So I'm like, I'm just putting it out there. Like okay, that scarcity mindset. God, I'm glad. You know, because we can tell the people if you charge them a lot less than you normally would, just say, hey, I expect a testimonial when you get the results. Just you don't have to chase them down, all that crap, but like you just set that intention. Like, hey, I expect a testimonial. They do it or they don't, you know. But and so that's all another conversation on how to easily get those testimonials done. But anyway, so you get these testimonials and then give video testimonial. Maybe we will go there. So you're really good at meeting with people. So if you just ask for video testimonials first. But like, honestly, anytime you talk to somebody, if you do a follow-up with some of these people, like, hey, how did it go? Oh my God, so great. Let me turn on the recording. All right, now tell me, how did it go? And then you come up with a page on your website that has like 100 testimonials. Then what do you think you'll be able to charge $500 or more a session? Yeah. Okay. Do you think it works? I don't know. Check this link out. So that way it's more testimonial based, which I'm sure you have great ones already, but you just stack it up like through the roof, and then you'll feel really good about that too. So I just thought this was like, you know, I just kind of go again. I'm just channeling these ideas. You can make your life really easy by doing this. Within a year, you could be stacking like all these sessions together for like $300 to $500 a crack or more or whatever. Like, it may not take that long, but it starts somewhere where you just have, if it's really true, you know, that's one of the things is we're going off the idea that this is true, that you really want this filling in thing. Okay. So if that's true, then okay, let's make that number one. Let's just fill it. And then we'll just skyrocket that value within the next 6 to 12 months or earlier, who knows? And then, man, then you're going to have it all filled. You're going to have exactly what you want. So anyway, so that's the download I got. I'm curious what your thoughts are. If you totally don't like it, that's great. But like whatever's coming through. So what's coming up?
So what's interesting is the way that the biofield tuning folks teach this, how to establish a practice. We have to give away 50 sessions.
I've already given away a lot of sessions right there.
So I've already given away 50 sessions. I've actually given away way more than 50 sessions.
Yeah.
Because not only were there the original ones that I got to do, and especially during the pandemic when I've been networking and talking about this, and it's kind of it's 20 years in the making. This particular technique has been around for 20 years, but it's still new to the vast majority of people on the planet. So I've been offering folks who are influencers and asking for testimonials. And either I don't get back a testimonial, or in a couple of things, either the video went out or the sound went out when they recorded the testimonial, and trying to get them to do it again has been.
Yeah.
So
nobody wants to do it twice usually. Yeah.
Right. So there's something interesting going on there. Right. And so I want to give you feedback on the initial energies that you were talking about with the potato head.
Yes.
And, you can't give it away.
Right.
So I have a Scottish-Irish DNA.
Right.
My mother came from an Irish family. My father was from Scotland. And the Irish fled the potato famine. That's why they were in the United States. My father came from an area right outside of Edinburgh that became extremely depressed right after World War I. It was really awful. And so in I don't know if you or any of your listeners are aware of it, but the Scottish reputation is, you hold a penny until it screams. And being kind of, misers and very thrifty, and you don't give away things. So every time I give something away, I get to appease my Scottish ancestors. It's like, no, this is an aid of something. You do this because, it's going to. And I think you're absolutely right. I think there's something in my DNA. I think there's something in the ancestral energy that's going, nope. This is all wrong. Can't do it. And there's the, it'll never be enough stuff from the Irish side. Right. It's everything. You're going to get a crop and it's all going to die. Right. You're going to do all this work and then the crop is
right.
Crap in the ground.
You're going to crap out. Right.
You're going to do all this work and you're going to try to grow this crop and it's going to die.
You're just being a fool. Yeah. It's not going to work anyway.
Right. So I think you're right on that.
Well, I've met so many. I mean, I know this might be a stereotype, but I feel it's something to a lot of stereotypes anyway. So, but like the stereotype, like, I don't know, people say it, but I would say it is like, I possibly have some Irish in my background. Who knows? I don't know where my grandmother came from. She was adopted. So she was some Irish. Who knows? Everybody says that anyway, that's a whole other story. Okay. All right. See a little bit of Irish in me. Okay. So anyway, but the Irish, I've always noticed they do tend to have a victim story. Like they're always like, oh, it's like this, how it is. And I'm like, oh, wow. So I've seen that as that strand, and not that I see it in you so much. I feel like you've cleared a lot of that, but the undercurrent of these things we're talking about is there of like, oh, the bottom might drop out kind of thing. That definitely I feel. So what we want to do is for you and everybody that might be experiencing that is just to recognize like what that's really trying to tell us. So that's one of the things we can do to solve these things, is to listen to the energy that's been showing up and say, hey, what are you really trying to tell us? And I can do a process with you, that's what we do in sessions often, but we only have so much time. But if I tune into it and I were to speak for that energy, I kind of get what? I get this feeling like I just really want to enjoy tasting the potato. I just want to enjoy it. I mean, I don't want to worry about if it's going to come or go. I just want to live in a moment, have fun. And, the potatoes, I don't know, I guess they'll just come. If I quit worrying about it, quit drinking my sorrows away, wondering when my love will come and when my food will come and this and that, and they're all lying in the sky. They're all like, oh, lousy thieves and wiggle wags or whatever they call them, like scoundrels, and you can't let them steal from us again. Take all the goods for nothing, and we're gonna make it high price. Nobody can get it. Okay, what's that trying to tell us? Let's see. What are you trying to tell us? What's it really about? Why don't you just love people, not to judge them for wanting something and maybe not feeling like they want to pay for it? I'm not going to judge it anymore. I'm not going to judge that people want that they're thieves or wiggle or whatever that's what scuttlebutts or whatever they call it. I don't know, all these different words. But I trust there's something they want to receive, and they don't trust that they're abundant enough to invest. So I hear you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to invest. I'm going to ask you to invest. I'm going to ask you to invest a lot. I do want to ask you, but I want to do it with love and no pretension at all. And I know I'm magical, and I'm bringing the right people to me. that want to invest a lot of money into my services. Okay, so I'm getting that transmission there. So we go back to more of the Irish. What do we get? Oh, you're getting carried away with yourself, are you? Okay, well, I'll show you a thing or two. Okay, hold on. Rough them up, beat them up. Okay, take them out back. Okay. What are you trying to tell us? Okay, we all deserve a home here on the earth. I just want to love them. It's not that I want to, I want them to love me. I want to love them. I want to love, I just want love. I just want love. Okay. Love. Okay, so set love at the table. Okay. Okay, now you're at the table. You've got the luxury, they got the high priced cups or whatever, the gems and everything. Oh, who needs this? We don't need this. But you're really trying to tell me. Oh, I just enjoy it. Why do I make a deal of that? Okay, I just enjoy it. This is nice. This is nice. I want everybody to experience more of that. I want to bring wealth and abundance to everybody. I want everybody to feel loved. I want everybody to feel loved. You can do this. You can invest in this. I'll tell you what. I can't just give this thing away anymore. And maybe I can't charge you 500 today. I don't know. I probably could. I'll tell you what. One time, only one time, if that, don't make me change my mind now. Only today I'm going to say this. Okay, I only say this once. Because I will love you so much. I just want you to experience the power of this work. I'll tell you what. If you sign up today, we can do it for 300. How about 300? We just do 300. But I'm not here to negotiate. I'm not here to do all these games with you. I just, from a gift from my heart, I give this to you. That's it. Just a gift from my heart. I give this to you. Truly, because it is 500. Okay, great. Well, I don't know. It's a bit rich for me. I don't know if I can invest this guy. I don't know. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Instead of sending you away and you don't get any value, you don't get to experience the love that you are and the abundance that you are, I'll tell you what, you get a one-time pass for free. How about that? How do you like that? Oh, that's perfect. That's exactly what I want to do. Okay. All right. But when you get results, I want you to write me a testimonial. Okay, sure. I'll do that. Yeah. Okay. And are you willing to send me $500 once you receive you experience results? Oh, well, I don't know about that. Oh, I don't know. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, it's 500. Now, what do you think? Yeah, wiggle whack. Oh, wow. Yeah, maybe it is worth 500. Okay. All right. Wow, you're earning your value now. Maybe I better get in at 500. Okay. Well, it's still less. Maybe you're going to, oh my God, this is worth so much more. Okay. I could do 500. Okay. I can do this at 500. Okay. All right. I can do this. All right. Okay. I can accept this. I can enjoy my meal. I can enjoy these fine cups. I can find, okay. I can have people at my table now. I'm going to accept the value that I am. And do I need to fill my schedule? Let's channel that. Okay, and you could be channeling too. So you listen to you to give me feedback after we get to the end of this process. Okay, so do I really need to have all these slots filled? Is that scarcity? And I just think I need it. I'm getting a yes, maybe it's just scarcity. Maybe you don't need to fill the schedule. So maybe the priority ends up being for you, for your best idea is to actually just own the value. Okay, great. All right, well, how many people are around this table? Do I need more than 5? I'd love as many as possible. That'd be even better. Okay, all right. So you ready for it now? Oh my God, I don't know. How's that going to work? I don't know. How can I make that happen? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Well, how about 1? Okay. All right, I can do that. After you get one, maybe get two more. Okay, yeah, I can do that. After you get two, maybe you get three more. Maybe, yeah. Maybe two more. Yeah. Maybe five then. Yeah, okay. All right, I can do that. Okay, so start with one and build up from there. Okay. All right, so the Scottish, okay, yep, I'm good. Okay, that works. Irish. Oh, the famine's gonna come. She'll never make it. Okay, what are you really trying to tell us? Just love yourself. Just love yourself no matter what. Whether you have 1 or 20 people, it doesn't matter. You just love yourself. Love yourself. You're sufficient. Source is really providing for you. You're loved, you're taken care of, you're provided for, you're magical. Everything you need is at your fingertips. You're not going to blow it, you're not going to drop it. It's right there. Just bring it into your heart. Open your arms and trust that it's there. The love is there. The opportunity to serve is there. Just open up your arms and bring it in. Bring it in now. Mwah! I love it all. Even if seems like there's nothing here, I know that it's always here. Even if nothing seems to be here, I know it's always here. There's no famine. There never was a famine. There was only more love that wanted to be given and received, where the true abundance is. And fertile fields lie within me and within the earth for those that have eyes to see. Through the magic that I am, that I'm awake to now, there is not a famine for me to experience during this time. That was for another time. Now I'm experiencing the ultra abundance, new clients, and the wealth that I'm willing to experience now in my life. I give generously to everything that calls to me, writing checks to the things that call to my heart. Thank you. All right, and I get a set sail kind of energy. And so it is. All right, so we did a process here. It's accelerated for the show to land with, like, where do things seem to want to go? So how do things resonate? Sue, does it resonate a little bit better, or how are you doing?
Still kind of processing.
Sure. Yeah, my mind is processing for sure. Yes.
I really, I don't know what the verb is. Liked, loved, enjoyed, embraced, was tickled by, all of those things. Complicated, but bunch of positive emotions. The piece about, okay, it's 500, there's resistance to the 500. Okay, we'll take it down to 300. There's resistance to that. Oh, I'll take it down to free. And if you get results, you'll pay me the 500. Yeah. Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like that idea? Okay.
I like that because there is a I don't know, business model where pay what it's worth.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
The issue that I've had with that is that nobody knows what it's worth because nobody's ever heard of it. You know, I'm going to do this magical thing where I'm waving tubing forks over you. And that's worth, $500. Yeah, right.
Right.
So, but the idea that, I set the value, it's $500 and, can offer it, but then say, okay, and then you get the results and then you're going to see the value.
Yeah.
Because you can't see the value right now.
Right.
Right. Because until we clear stuff, it's not available there. Right. One of the things I liken it to, one of the metaphors is it's like having cataracts.
Right.
Yeah. So I really like that. It was like you went down and then back up again.
And then what you're doing is you're listening to see where you really resonate in this whole crazy process I'm taking you through, right? We're testing. So that's where you're resonating. Is it the best idea? In this moment, it is. You got to run with what feels positive, because that will give you momentum. And then if you get another feeling later, like, oh no, this isn't quite right, let's change it this way or that way. But you need to keep going with the most resonant thing and take rapid action on it, is what I've learned in my career. Like, and then at some point things will change. You'll be like, okay, no, that's not my model anymore, probably. So, but you could start there, and then, let me tune into that. Okay, channel the just it's in all the parts. Now I'm just going to go to pure channel energy. Okay. Maybe you have them pay like half or 300 up front as a deposit and say it's refundable if they feel like they didn't get any results. Maybe do something like that. You know what I mean? Like, hey, no, risk free. I honest to God, if you come back to me, you say, hey, I won't even ask you. I won't pester you. I'll just send you an instant refund, no problem. I don't want to take money from anybody who don't feel like they get results. But if it works out really well, then I keep it. So you might even do the 500, like whatever. But the idea is like you're going to get the results. So maybe even go right to the 500. That's another opportunity, because that's when I was tuning in with the parts. I was like, well, if they take they're going to pay, I don't know, maybe it's me, but like, I was like, I don't know. Like, I just was a little bit concerned for you if they will follow through, like they might be like, oh yeah, I'll pay, but yeah. So, but if they do it, if it's a deposit, like, hey, you're putting a deposit down on it. Let's assume you want to assume it's going to work, right? Okay. Well, after the session, let me know, put a time frame on it, like even 5 days. Like, so we're not just caught up in the energies of the moment. You got up to 5 days to ask for the refund. If you really feel like it didn't work, then fine, I'll send you a refund. I think you'll have basically almost no refunds. That's a thought I have. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, there's the piece of resistance of people are going to take advantage.
Oh, so that feels less abundant. Like they might try to steal it back from me now, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't feel good to you. How about putting a smaller amount down up front, like half? Like, hey, half at the beginning, half at the end. Like, if you feel you got the results, does that feel better? You're still like, oh, I don't know.
Well, I think I think the half down would be good, and
maybe that's non-refundable. You just say, hey, you're taking a chance, but because it's half, the regular price is 500. Yeah.
Right, because I'm spending time, and time is valuable.
You may not see the results for a year or two. Who knows? It may show up in different ways. People aren't always aware. Like, I have people have had huge transformations. They weren't able to describe the transformation for 30 days a lot of times. So
right. And the people who have tripled their income, it happened over a series. One guy, it happened over a series of a year.
Yeah.
He was poached from his company twice. That tripled his income, and that just took time. Right. Another person, it was a little more immediate. One of the people who tripled their income, it was a little more immediate because there was a time deadline that she was going for in a particular. It was like a quota, and so that one, but that was like 3 or 4 months, of time. So yeah, it's a little tricky for the abundance part, and it's even trickier for the relationship stuff, right? Because sometimes relationships heal overnight, and it's like, oh my God, we're having these conversations that we never had before, and it's all deep and da-da-da-da. And sometimes it just takes a little while to work its way through. The vibration's there, the opening is there, but how does that happen? So yeah.
I love it. And I love
that, that just makes me it's so subjective.
Right. Well, if you're clearing things and you're not saying what the results will be, then that makes it tricky. Did you get the
Right.
result? Right.
Right.
So that's the tricky part of doing it with this particular thing. There are ways of doing that though. Like you
Right.
could come up with a long list of different possible things they will experience, and you can send that as your kind of your like your guarantee, right? Like I'll
Right.
experience any of these sorts of things, and we can consider it a success. You know, and I have all these things in here, but basically, if you feel good about it, you know, you feel like
Right.
it's increase, you've had an increase in your life, that you know that you're going to make the next payment, you know, the payment of 250 or whatever it is, you know. So
Right. Yeah. And my, you know, it's like the last line in my bio. What I'm basically doing is helping people get unstuck. So
yeah,
it's whatever unstuckness looks like.
right.
How does
Well,
that work?
this whole sort of guaranteeing results, I think, is going to be a huge new trend in this
Mm-hmm.
space. It's been promoted by certain people. I'm going to be integrating it in all my work. So I think it's definitely something that people want to integrate, everybody listening, because people are really toasty from all the 5-figure investments they've made and felt like they didn't get the results they were looking for.
Right.
So if you are offering a guarantee of results and you feel good about doing that, and you tie it in the way that we sort of described here, people will be way faster to want to invest. So
Yep.
okay, great. Well, we shared a lot of great things. This definitely, I mean, again, I try to give people an idea of what it's like to get a energy scan consultation from me, although this went a little bit farther, like we're actually doing some work, you know, like a little bit beyond what I would normally do in a scan, but it was fun to do that. And I appreciated doing this with you today, Sue.
Well, thank you, Dan. Oh my God. That was fabulous.
Awesome. So if people want to, well, we have a gift that you have for people, right? So
We
let's
have a
talk
gift.
about that. Yeah, your ebook. Tell them about your
Yeah.
ebook. Yeah.
So one of the things that I ran into a lot with my practice was people who had bad breakups, or they'd had trauma of some kind at work where they'd made a mistake or their boss had blamed them for something, and they sort of focused on it over and over and over again, an obsessive thought, and they couldn't get away from it, and it would re-trigger the pain over and over and over again. And believe me, been there, done that, right? Experienced this. And I developed a technique. It's a 3-step technique. The first time takes maybe 5 minutes. And after that, you could do it in about 30 seconds, and it breaks the obsessive thought. And you never experience it again. And it takes, 3 or 4 days, maybe as long as 7 days to get over it. And then you're done.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gone. It's gone. I guarantee it's gone. I have done that. So many of my clients, hundreds of people that I have worked with on this, it is gone.
That should be a multi-$1,000 offer.
Right? Nope, I give this one away.
This is a giveaway, right? So this is incredible value. And so, I can't imagine how much life-giving energy that gives the people that cannot get out of those obsessive loops. They think thousands of times a day, oh my God, this thing happened to my life. It's like just sucking up their energy and their bandwidth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. So we'll put the link in the description. Again, if you want to find the link, if you're somewhere where you don't see a link below, you can go to yoursacredpurpose.com/blog and look up this episode with Sue Wilhite, and you'll see the link in there. And the reason I say that, because that link is going to be way easier to write down than this one that I have. So you can do that and also take a deeper look at everything there from the episode. So, okay, well, great, Sue. This is really awesome doing this with you today. It's definitely was a lot of fun too. And people want to check me out, you can go to yoursacredpurpose.com. There's an opportunity for energy scan consultation there, Rock Your Sacred Purpose energy scan consultation. Everyone is a little bit different, but I definitely do really powerful work even through the consultation. So it's not like, oh, I got a system that just gets people to whip out their credit card, work with me. It's more like I'm there to bring a transformation. And if you're wanting more from me, hey, that's always an option, right? So you can fill out the application at yoursacredpurpose.com to meet with me. And then I have a free meditation there, Meditate and Make Money. That's totally free, and people are, seeing new returns from listening to that meditation alone. Opens you up and gets you listening, to the own voices you hear, right? So your own guidance. So go ahead and take advantage of yoursacredpurpose.com. One last thing, I also do energy scans and channeling and give wisdom around, building your business and doing awakened sales, I call it, and all that stuff. At Rock Your Sacred Purpose on Facebook. So you can join that. And every Monday at 3 p.m. Central, I do readings with people and work and channeling and all kind of fun stuff, right? So go join us there as well. Okay, Sue, so I'm going to give you the last word. So any last words for the audience as we're wrapping up?
I'll just repeat what you said earlier, that abundance is all around us. We're all connected to it. We're all plugged into it. And it's our choice to disconnect from it. So choose to connect to the abundance.
Yes, so it is. All right. Okay. All right, everybody. As I always say, keep on tuning in and we'll keep on rocking it here at Spirit to Rockstar Podcast. Till next time, everyone. Goodbye for now.
Listening to Spirits to Rockstar Podcast. Stay tuned for our next upcoming new episodes each Saturday. Please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review to help us to serve you best. As a reminder, you can get your free Meditate and Make Money meditation at www.yoursacredpurpose.com to rock your sacred purpose. Goodbye for now, everybody.